it's your kid of joy to fun of joy. It's your joy of joys. Welcome to the Thaba Nyaba show. If you're new here, someone natumelang bonjour, goeiedag, abusho, manueli, nda, everybody. And if you're back here again, you know what the hit be. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So listen, guys, listen. Are you listening? Are you listening? Alright, great. Alright, so listen, you know that it's Women's Month here in South Africa, you know what I'm saying? It is Women's Month, and here at the Thaba Nyaba show, in celebration of Women's Month, let me tell you what we got for you. We got, bring your power to the powerhouse. You know, listen, bring your power to the powerhouse. You feel me? Great. Okay, so basically what that is about is that I'll be interviewing some phenomenal women in this August month, you know what I'm saying, and I'm bringing them to you, you know what I'm saying. But today, let me tell you, people. Okay, today I'm bringing to you a phenomenal woman, Angie Santana, who is an R&B / trap soul songwriter and singer. You know what I'm saying? She was born in Johannesburg. In the Johannesburg. You know what I'm saying? Yes, and she has always been an entertainer from a very young age. And she always knew that she was going to be a superstar. But however, before that, to give you a bit of background on her, is that she was actually interested in being a lawyer when she was younger. So she focused more on her studies at school and all that jazz. But hey, man, she ended up getting a scholarship in 2007 at the International School of South Africa, where she pursued her music and she joined the choir. And she's well known for her single, Don't Waste My Time. But yo, however, her late banger, you know what I'm saying? Her banger right now, money.
Small money, this a big money.
Yo, the talk of the town, you know what I'm saying? It has been featured in multiple playlists on Apple Music, you know what I'm saying? So it's literally going viral, you know. Please give it a listen, you know. But before that, let's get into the interview.
Okay, here we go.
Yes, perfect. And how are you doing today?
I'm kidding you.
I'm great. I'm super obviously fabulous, as my mom would always say. All right. Okay. So I just like, how is lockdown treating you? You know, just like the young intros and stuff like that. How you doing?
I enjoy being home. I won't lie. Like, as soon as all of this is over and we have to go back to like reality and like life, gonna be so hard again. Yo.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But I'm also enjoying it. I won't lie. You know, spending time with the fam. That's always good.
Exactly.
But anyways, all right. It's good to hear that you're good, and it's good to finally meet you. You know what I'm saying? And thank you for coming on to the Thaba Nyaba show, and welcome. You know, I even forgot to say welcome. So welcome to the Thaba Nyaba show.
Thank you for having me.
It is a pleasure. All right, so let's get right into this.
All right.
Babble Langs, all right. So please just tell us, who is Angie Santana?
So Angie Santana is a 25-year-old R&B singer and songwriter. I grew up in Kimberley in the Northern Cape. I moved around a lot, went to boarding school in the Northwest in Mafikeng. And then when I finished there, I went to varsity in the Free State, Bloemfontein. So I moved around a lot. I started like making music when I was 16, in high school actually. And after, when I was in varsity, I, started taking it a bit more serious. I started writing a bit more, serious music, started recording myself, in varsity. That's when I released my first solid like project of work and like my first single.
Yes.
So yeah, I've been doing it for a minute, since I was a baby, man.
Yeah, I see. You always knew that, hey, I'm gonna be a superstar. That is really great. And would you say you always like switching environments and all of that? Did that impact your music and stuff like that? Did it show you any perspective?
Definitely. I think as I would like move to a new city, I would like pick up like a new sound, a new feel type of thing.
Oh,
I remember when I was in the Northwest, I tried like, the whole rap, hip hop type of
okay,
thing.
okay.
I would like I would like roll with the boys at school. And I was like that. I was like the Nicki Minaj and like the Young Money. I was like the
Oh
only
yes,
female group of guys. They would rap, I would sing.
yes, yes.
And as soon as I left that environment, I like went into my own space by myself. I had to leave the guys behind. So I had to do my own thing. So that's when, I would like write a whole lot of like, slow songs, love songs.
Okay.
Um, Also, I had like a friend that would always like, be like, yo, you should be doing this type of music. Like, leave that street stuff. Like, you're not that type of girl. Like, you should be writing like love songs. You
Songs
know,
and oh yeah.
like boys want to hear pretty girls sing about love. And I was like, what are you talking about? But
You had
he
to have
didn't
one,
lie. He
Gary.
had a point. He had a point. So definitely, wherever I would like move and stuff, it definitely like influenced like my music, my sound, what I would write about, and it inspired a lot of the lyrics and the feel and the mood of the music that I would make. So yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay. And with that being said, who would you say like inspired your sound?
Hmm.
Especially your now slow jams and those vibes. Who inspires that sound?
Yeah, as much as I was like into the whole hip hop vibe type of thing. I grew
Mm-hmm.
up to a lot of jazz and like soul music. So my dad like played a whole lot of jazz and stuff. So I grew up listening to people like Aretha Franklin, Shaka Khan, that whole vibe, Diana Ross.
Okay.
So
Okay.
when you take that and then you now mixed it with like the generation of Aaliyah, Faith Evans,
Uh
Lauryn
huh.
Hill, it all made
Yes. Yes.
sense,
Yes.
you know. So I would like listen to all that different type of music and I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. So what if I, took an Aretha
Incorporated.
or I took a Diana Ross and I put her with an Aaliyah and,
Yeah.
so that my mom and dad could listen to my music and like a 17, 21-year old could also listen to my
Yeah.
music. That's how I wanted like the whole thing to come together. So yeah,
All right, all
definitely.
right, all right. That is actually cool. So you balancing your music is quite balanced,
Uh-huh.
with the older
Very, very
generation
valid.
and the young generation, and they just
Yes.
come together as one. You know.
Yes, very balanced.
All right, cool. So, what would you say makes your music different? Because I know there's like a lot of people going into that music industry, but like, what makes you like unique, and what makes you stand out, and what makes your music stand out? With that
Yeah.
being said.
Like you said, there's a whole lot of, girls that wanna go into the R&B route now. A whole lot
Mm-hmm.
of girls, and I did not want to sound like anyone else. Like I
Mm-hmm.
think that's one of my biggest fears. When it comes to me making music, I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
sound like anyone. I don't want someone to listen to me and say, "Oh, she sounds like Janae Aiko," or "Oh, she
Oh
sounds
yeah.
like a Summer Walker." I don't want that, type of situation. When people
Mm.
hear me, they should be, "Oh, okay, she
Something
sounds like
different. Yeah,
Angie,"
she sounds like Angie. She sounds
Like I
like
remember
her.
when, Mhm. I
Yeah.
remember when I released "Don't Waste My Time." That was like my
Mm-hmm.
my breakthrough single. A whole lot of people thought that song was by someone from the States until they heard the Zulu part to the song. And they were like,
Wait a
wait,
minute. No,
no,
man. This is local.
can't be. There's no way.
Yeah.
So that's I think what makes me unique, what makes my sound unique. As much as we all have this American dream, we want to break into the international market.
Yeah.
I also very much wanted to keep it at home. So
Mm.
yeah, we can do the whole trap soul, the whole R&B sounding like the people from the States.
States.
But the
Yeah.
funny thing is, the people from the States love our music,
Our
like what we
music.
make, you know.
Definitely.
So
Definitely.
why are we trying to sound like them when we can sound like
Yeah.
ourselves and, make them fall in love with the type of music that, we make? So as much as, I wanted it to be like international, I also
Yeah.
wanted a whole lot of African elements and vibes to it.
Mm.
Which is why I do the singing in Vinik. I, have like the
Yeah.
African beats. I have like, you know, a whole lot
Definitely.
of stuff going on. So that, yeah, there's like probably like a whole lot of R&B artists in South Africa, but I want to be that one R&B artist that people
Mm.
can be like, she's different.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. I totally agree with that because with the music like now that's happening, it's like everybody's literally just trying to swerve the American way, and they
Exactly.
actually it's like, what about your roots? Why
Mhm.
are you trying to sound like someone else? This is where you grew up,
Yeah.
have your that authenticness and just knowing where you come from and you show that in your
Yeah.
craft. So I
Exactly.
totally agree with that, and I respect that. Like I highly respect that. Shout out, shout out. All right, so let's talk about your new banger. Money. That's
Honey.
money. Oh my goodness, that song is a banger. Like
Mhm.
that was actually the first song I actually heard from that came from you. And I was like, who this girl? Like, who is she?
That's
Oh my
crazy.
gosh. It was like crazy. So I know it's actually been featured in many of the playlists on Apple Music,
Yeah.
and how does that make you feel as an artist, like knowing that your
Um,
songs are featured in multiple playlists on Apple Music?
Yo, I won't lie, like I was like really shocked. I have a thing now. I'm so paranoid because I'm independent now. I
Mm-hmm.
actually get to like, look at everything. Like I have to do all the admin myself.
Mm,
Whereas when you had someone managing you, they would do all that. They would check like the stats and how much,
mm,
streams you have, sorry, and stuff. So now I do that myself, right?
uh-huh,
And I find myself sitting in bed and I'd just be like looking at my stats type of thing. So
uh-huh.
I'm I'm always like, wait, what's happening?
What's
Why
happening?
is it like 3 days and there's like, 6,000 streams already? What's going on? And then I'd go through like I'd go through the playlist and I'd be like, wait, I'm featured on like 7 playlists already. The song has only been out for like 5 days type of thing. What's
Exactly.
going on? You know?
Uh,
So, I won't lie, I'm still freaking out right now. Don't be fooled by the calm face. Like I don't know how excited I am, but
yeah.
so it's amazing. Like I didn't expect people to receive the song the way they did, especially because
Yeah.
it's out of my comfort zone. Um,
Mm,
you know, people are used to like the sad, the slow, the ballads, and
yeah.
now
But
I'm
that was
coming with
like,
a whole hip hop vibe, and people are just like,
yes.
Angie, okay. So I was scared. Like I took a big chance with this song. It was something
Mm-hmm.
different from like what I always do. I wasn't sure how people were gonna like take it, if they were gonna like it or not, if they
Like
were
it.
gonna feel
Yeah.
like I'm forcing it or. But people love the song, and I'm just like, okay, okay,
Yes, we love it. Like I
okay.
was, guys, I was just like, oh my gosh. So I think it's like in general, there's always those moments where we're like, yo, bro, should I try this something new or should I just stick to the same thing that I've been doing? And just try it out. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. If it does, it works out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm
Like
like, congratulations on that. Like, shout
so
out
much.
for taking that big leap of faith, and doing it. Cause like, oh, girl, no money. So
Thank you.
shout out for real, shout out for real. Okay, and I'm always curious, with musicians and stuff like that, like the creative process around creating a song.
Yeah. So I am like I love working with other people. You know,
Mhm.
I don't you know, I focus very much on the singing part of my of my career. So I try very hard to like not spend a lot of time on the writing type of thing,
Mhm.
even though, it's always best for you to like, be good and like all, like in all the
Yeah.
parts of making music,
Mm,
whether it's the production, the writing, and the performing. Some
mm,
people do all of that. I sing and I write, but in order for me to perform to the best of my ability, I like bringing people in when I have to make a song. I always say we can all be songwriters, but not every songwriter writes a hit song, right?
that is
So,
true.
I might be a songwriter, but I don't feel I'm a strong enough songwriter to have a big song like that. So that's why I would like always like bring people in. Like one of my closest friends, he wrote "Don't Waste My Time." It was
Mm-hmm.
you. He wrote this one with me, the Money song. So I trust him with the pen. Not that I doubt myself, but
Yeah.
he's been doing it for a very long time. He has written for like big artists like Mafiki Zolo, like Nigerian artists like Wizkid.
Mm-hmm.
He has written for like huge artists. So for him to write for me, it was like, you know, I know the song's
Yeah.
gonna be. I know for fact that the song's gonna hit, and it did. Both songs, people love it.
Mm,
He played a huge part in the writing. You know, when I write, I need like 2 days to finish a song because I write from my heart. Most of the stuff that I write is like very personal stuff I've been through. I don't just write from the sky, which is crazy because some songwriters can just write about
mm,
anything. They
mm.
literally write about a pen. You know, I write about real life stuff that I've been through, stuff that I know my friends have been through, stuff that I know people around me have been through. So it's not easy for me to just sit there and
Just,
write a song in like
mm,
10 minutes. You get me?
yeah.
So my writing process is very different from a lot of artists. I also have very different working, you know, processes with different producers that I work with. So it's all very diverse.
Because your music will come across as like personal, and people will be
Uh-huh.
able, like, your music will speak to people's hearts, because it's real life issues, and it's
Mhm.
something that maybe other people have faced. So
Yeah.
I think, like, shout out to that, like,
Thank
definitely,
you.
I back that. And with that being said, you having someone to help you with the songs, I feel like that's perfectly fine. It's
Mhm.
like, if you know someone who does it and who has been doing it, like, why not, because
Yeah.
we collaborate, we work together,
Mhm.
so
Exactly.
damn, I respect that.
Thank you.
What would you say is like the hardest thing, well, the hardest challenge that you faced ever since you stepped into the creative industry, as a black female musician?
Yeah. I wouldn't say they were like a lot. I'd probably
Mm-hmm.
say that I've been through like two situations. One of them is that when you're female, um, and I don't think it's about being a black female as per se. I just think it's about being a female
In
in a
general.
whole. Like, men don't
Mm-hmm.
take you seriously in the creative industry at all. Like men don't take you seriously. Men think women don't understand stuff. They think women are incompetent to read through contracts, to understand how things are supposed to be done. They question your judgment when you are doubtful towards certain things. Like if you are raised a certain way and you are from a background or an upbringing where you understand that certain things aren't right and they don't make sense, they
Mm-hmm.
question that. They try and change the person that you are, the person that you've grown into becoming, your values. They try to change all that because they paint or they plant this seed into your head that if you want this bad enough, then you will do whatever for it, and you will forget your morals, forget your values and what your mother taught you. If you
True.
want this bad enough, if you want to blow up or be the superstar, then you must put all that aside. They would never have those conversations with men, you know.
Yeah.
If yeah, if a male walked into a boardroom at a record label and he said, "Yo, I don't deal with A B C D E F G. I don't agree. I don't mess with this. I'm not
Yeah.
signing." They would respect that, you know.
That's true.
But as soon as a female does that, it's either she's now being a diva, it's either now she thinks she's made it, she has a big head, you know,
Mm,
or, you know, they try and smear you to be this bad person, and that's because you're female. So
that's
that was
true.
like one of the situations that I had. I felt like men in the industry don't respect female creators, whether it's in filmmaking, in music, doesn't
Mm,
matter. You don't get the same respect that a man would get, you know. Um, Another situation that I think I faced is, um, hey man, you know, today you're hot, tomorrow there's someone new, basically, right? So
mm-hmm.
we're always constantly trying to make new music all the time. And when you're signed to a label or when you have people around you that don't understand that and they constantly block you, you know, people forget about you. You can't release a song one
Mm,
year, then go silent for 2 years and think when you come back
but
in like
not. Yeah.
a year's time, people are still gonna support you the way they did when you just came out, you know. So I think my biggest challenge was the fact that I always felt like I was getting older, you know. I was getting older and I was not progressing to where I wanted to be. Like I had a goal set, and the fact that I didn't reach that goal by the time I was 22, you know, it was frustrating for me. I was just like, man, like men don't understand when you say that to them. They think, ah, drama. She's just dramatic. She doesn't, you know, understand. We've been doing this longer. Why
Mm,
don't we feel like that? But they don't understand that we're getting older. Someday we want to get married. Some of us don't want to do this forever. If we do want to do it forever, you know, then at least by the time I turn like 35, I should have like something big, a legacy to fall back on to be
mm,
like, yo, my kids know that, you know, mom did ABC, so yeah, it was the age thing. It was, you know, being held back. And the fact that I always just felt like men don't take women seriously in the music, in the film, in the entertainment industry as
yeah.
like as a
True.
whole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think with women, we just really need to stay true to ourselves, stay
Mm.
grounded in our values and morals that our parents taught us, and that's just like, that's actually one thing I do pray for, just as the youth also in general, guys, just stay true to yourselves, and what you're
Yeah.
taught. So that is, yeah, no, the creative industry is actually quite messed up, messed
Mm.
up, messed up, messed up, but
Like
we got to
if
change the game.
Yeah, like you know, if someone would have like sat down with me if when I was 16 and they would have said, "Yo, this is what's happening and this is why I don't think you should like go into the, you know, entertainment industry. Rather go another route and whatnot." What if someone sat down with me and had that conversation, I probably wouldn't be doing music, you know. So, I just feel like, you know, we are all sold this dream of what, you know, artists are, what they
Yeah.
live like, what it's like. We all see like the good stuff, the good sides, but we don't see what
The behind
happens
the scenes.
once we get there. Like it's not as glamorous as people make it out to be.
But I think that's also just like life in general, especially like social media. Yo, hey, people lie through social media, yo. They lie, they capping. Yo, these people cap, guys. Yo,
Yeah.
but we gotta change the game, yo. I honestly believe like this is what you see, this is what you gonna get. None of that go change, I am like this today, tomorrow, and forever,
Yeah.
So I definitely, for you staying true to yourself, I salute that. Like, shout out,
Yeah.
and stay, be you. Yes, girl, you know where you are, you know where you're going. So carry on doing that. Like, don't stop. Don't let them niggas lie to you, bro. Don't.
Never.
Yeah. Okay. So, as a creative, what is the message that you're trying to convey to your audience and to the public? Just as
Yeah.
a creative, besides a
Mm.
musician and all that, just you as yourself.
It's basically everything that you just said. I believe in, staying true to who you are,
Mm-hmm.
not allowing anyone to influence you, what you believe in, the decisions that you make. Because at the end of the day, you do this for yourself, and then you do it for, people around you. You remember, if you're not happy internally, then it shows. Therefore, your work fails at the end of the day. People don't relate to you. People don't connect with you because you aren't true to yourself.
Yourself.
That's why you find that, so many of the people making music, that, keep it in their roots. Java, people like,
So much
people that,
Ozzy.
like,
Mm.
how many people relate to them because they're not trying to sound like anyone else. They're not trying to be like anyone else. They're not trying to look like anyone else. So,
Mm.
people relate to that. As soon as people find you relatable, that's done. People will support you for the rest of your life. So basically, just stay true to who you are. Don't change for anybody. You're gonna get into the industry. People are gonna tell you, the way you look isn't marketable. The way you sound isn't marketable. The way you speak
Mm.
isn't right. The way you dress isn't right. They're gonna try and turn you into someone that you're not, someone that you're not comfortable
Mm.
with being. And you just have to, like, stand your ground and be like, yo, this is who I am. If you don't like it,
Then Shem.
and that,
Your
and that
last.
that's the type of person I am, and that's why I think so many people, I wouldn't say have a problem with me, but so many people try to, withdraw from
Mm.
me because I don't, I really don't care what people think about me. I am who I am. Um, what you see is what you get, you know, and I I don't have time to, paint this perfect image of whoever
Yeah.
people, you know. I keep it 100 all the time. I say what I want to say. I say it how I want to say it. And the people that understand me are still with me. The people that tried changing me and failed left, and I'm good, you know. I'm good.
Yes, I love a woman who knows her worth. This is the content I signed up for. You see,
Yeah,
this is
man.
the one I signed up for. Shem. Yeah, one it's the one. Shem. Yo, guys, mad respect. Like, hello, people in the world. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, man.
Well, definitely. I guess that also answers my next question because I was gonna be like, I was gonna ask you, what is the message that you'd love to leave for the youth, and also as women as a whole. But I guess you've basically just answered that. But unless you have something else, you wanna a different message, or that's
Um, yeah, man. That and the fact that, I feel as women, we are so dependent on men and what they think of us and, society in a whole, what we
mm,
look like. We think that counts. We think that, we think how we look is going to get us into heaven. And that's crazy. Um, it's madness. I don't have time for that. I literally can't wait to get off this little situation with you, so I can pull my wig off and get back into like, you know crack pants. And
yeah,
I just want to say, we need to build each other up, which is
that's
also which is also why it's very important, and why I always try and spread and show so much love to other females in the industry, because we're not getting any of that from the males in the industry. They pick and choose who they want to show love to. They pick and
that's
choose who
true.
they wanna co-sign. They pick and choose who they, want to support. So if you're not in their circle or whatever, you're left in the cold. So we have to support each other
Each
because they
other.
won't. Same thing with,
That's
stuff like, the gender violence and, stuff like that. We need to protect ourselves. We need to protect each other because, unfortunately, our black brothers aren't doing it. They are the ones that we actually need protection from, which is sad, but it's life at the end of the day, you know?
true.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is true. Cause like as women, we tend to even hate on each other. Like we bring each other down, and it's like, bro, you bringing me down. Them other niggas are bringing me down. Nah, we should come together. And I feel like we should also stop seeking approval, just in general. From everyone. Like you don't
Yeah.
need to seek approval from anyone else but yourself.
Yeah.
Yes, men. Yeah, the men are the big factor because most of the time we always tend to impress men and all that jazz. But stop seeking for approval. Make yourself happy and do what you gotta do for yourself
Exactly.
first. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely agree with you on that one. All right, so we unfortunately it's almost done. The interview's almost coming to an end. But can I please ask if you can just drop a young bars, Nyana? Okay, you please sing for us. But before that, is there any new project that we should look out for? Like any new music, new anything like that we should
Um, um, I'm putting a whole lot of things into place, into work. So there's definitely music that will be coming, probably before this year ends, and then definitely next year. So there's definitely gonna be music, probably a new video, a few new videos. So yeah, I'm working on stuff, man. I'm
all
working.
right.
Uh,
All right. It's okay. Make your moves in silence, and then when they happen, it's just like a boom. I get you. I get you, and I will respect that. All right. Okay. So can you please leave us with a young, or a young,
oh wow.
you know what I'm saying?
Ugh, I don't know what to
Young one,
sing.
your
Uh,
favorite song, or your own song,
oh,
anything.
okay, let's go. One thing's for certain. I need you right here in my arms. Baby, I'm yearning. But I think I got a bone to pick with you. Lately, I've been wondering what's for you. I need you to hear me, baby. Wake up, love. These sheets won't comfort me. Wake up, love. There we go.
You have such a beautiful voice. Live performances, please tell me live performances are somewhere in that.
I got you.
But yes, 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 yes. Oh my goodness. Ah, live performances. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. But yes, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for coming through. I
Thank you
genuinely
for
really
having me.
appreciate it. Guys, this is the phenomenon powerhouse, Angie Santana. Oh my gosh.
Thank you for having me. I had so much fun.
I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. Girl, when you do your big
Definitely.
things, yes, ma'am. All
Thank
right,
you.
thank you. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Yes, man, that was our phenomenal guest. You know what I'm saying? Angie Santana, the power, and she brought it into the powerhouse. So, guys, yeah, man, please stay tuned. Be sure to catch us again next week right here at the Thaba Nyaba show. You know what I'm saying. So, yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. And thank you once again to Angie Santana for tuning in and sharing her wisdom and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. What a powerful woman we brought to you guys. But yeah, man, stay tuned. Catch us again right here at the Thaba Nyaba show. We are definitely here to entertain you. You know what I'm saying? But from me